Hey, what's up? It's your boy Rawk, and could you do me a favor and like shut up for just a minute? Because something's about to be revealed that's gonna shake the foundation of life as we know it. You see, Oxygen Productions, the studio behind everybody's favorite Air, is about to reveal their latest product. I mean, they rented an entire cinema to show off the reveal trailer, and as you can probably tell, everybody is ecstatic. Woo! Oh f***, it's starting!
Introducing Air Rebound, the new and improved way of avoiding the grave. See this guy? He's enjoying the revolutionary improvements Air Rebound brings to the table. And you can too when Air Rebound releases in Q3 of 2026.
Air Rebound may not be compatible with all lungs, especially if those lungs belong to a human and if that human is asthmatic. Please check the back of the box for details.
I am beyond sold! Picture this. You're a video game company and you're preparing for the release of dog shit in T-minus 14 minutes. How do you inform your audience that this product is coming out? Hey f***head, this game has polygons. I'll take your checkbook now. The reveal of a video game is one of the most crucial aspects of the build-up to its release. It's not exactly a make it or break it kind of deal. A botched reveal doesn't guarantee that a game will flop in terms of reception and or sales. That's funny. But how a game is revealed is undeniably important. Because whether you want to admit it or not, first impressions matter. I'm not gonna spot you taking a shit in the middle of the road and walk away thinking, I'm sure they're an okay person. With the reveal of a game being as big of a deal as it is, you'd think the video game companies would have absolutely nailed them by this point. But you see, that's the funny thing now. Some games just get the absolute worst reveals out there, man. Whether it be that the trailer is confusing, the game doesn't look all too hot, or the trailer is incredibly tone deaf, more often than not, a new game is subject to a pretty lackluster reveal. Now if you ask me, reveals fall into multiple categories. You have the teasers, the concept reveals, the gameplay reveals, and of course, the go-to for most companies, deception. Teasers are a little bit of a mixed bag for me. Sure, it's nice to know the mere fact that a game is coming, but I don't really consider these to be an actual reveal. It's more just, yeah, Metroid is coming someday, but keep dreaming, f***er. Back to bed for me then. But I never look at a teaser and think, wow, I'm so happy that Animal Crossing just got revealed for Switch. But rather I think, wow, I'm so happy I get to wait a year and a half for Animal Crossing to come to the Switch. Some teasers of this nature are pretty damn good. I'd consider the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser to fall into this category to some extent. It was more than just your standard logo and yeah teaser, but it also didn't show any gameplay, so I guess it could be considered more of a concept reveal. But either way, this thing was fantastic and really set the tone for what was to come. While some teasers show absolutely nothing, the context surrounding them makes them immensely exciting, and I think the best example of this is Metroid Prime 4. It's E3 2017, Metroid has been dormant since 2009 because nobody wants to admit that Metroid Other M and Federation Force exist. And it seems like at this point, there's no hope of seeing this franchise return. This trailer showed legitimately nothing. No release window, no concepts or gameplay, but Metroid as a series was not in a good state. So just the mere fact that we were getting Prime 4, it was extremely exciting. Now if you want something on the complete opposite end of the quality spectrum, yeah. This is probably the worst game reveal in recent memory. It was a teaser that only showed space and a logo for a brand new game that isn't from a pre-established franchise that was the first new Bethesda IP in over 20 years. Good God! But it's fine guys, because 3 years later the game got another trailer that revealed absolutely nothing more than the original teaser. Bethesda is doing God's work. In my opinion, Microsoft has never been too great at video game reveals. I mean obviously they have Halo, which notoriously gets pretty good reveals. They usually never show gameplay, but they always do this fake out where it isn't immediately obvious that it's Halo until, whoops. But outside of that, I don't know, I've just never been impressed by a Microsoft reveal. Like, let's look back to E3 2021, we had two of the worst kinds of reveals in the same show. Well, I'm sure they'll cancel each other out to just be mediocre. No. Contraband, they showed a logo in a box, I'm sold. How many other games have logos in boxes? I mean, they know what a man wants. And then we had Forza Horizon 5, which was shown for a solid 14 hours. Thanks. My main problem with Microsoft reveals is that they seem to be incapable of striking a balance between no gameplay at all and an atomic wasteland's worth of gameplay. And even then, the latter is few and far between. There isn't anything inherently wrong with cinematic trailers. In fact, some of the greatest reveals of all time were cinematics. My issue is, especially with reveals for new IPs, they aren't gonna get me excited. If an IP is already well established, then yeah, you can get away with a cinematic that shows no gameplay. But for a new IP, that just ain't gonna cut it. Alright, Mr. Negativity, do you have any examples that you enjoyed? No. Overwatch 2 was revealed via a cinematic on November 1st, 2019. It showed absolutely no gameplay, and it's one of my favorite trailers of all time. What the fuck's going on there? I absolutely adore Overwatch. It's one of only 2 Xbox games in my collection, and I later bought the Switch version because I really wanted to play this game in 30 FPS. Now, the concept of an Overwatch 2 was always confusing. Why bother making a sequel to a game that's still getting updated fairly consistently? But what I didn't take into account was the concept of there being actual substance to the game. The reveal trailer for the sequel announced that the game would have a story mode, which, after spending the last 4 years adding unique and memorable characters to the roster, made complete sense. The trailer truly gave a feel for the story of the sequel, whilst also putting our least favorite monkey, piece of shit, and Tracer into the most cinematic thing this game's universe has ever seen. But hey, what if I'm into not Satan? Is there anything for me? That's hilarious. I mean, not being into Satan? Where the fuck did I come up with that one? Breath of the Wild had a pretty good reveal, if you ask me. It wasn't the most spectacular thing in the world, and it was purely CG, but something about Eiji Aonuma proudly presenting the world he had created is really charming. And the actual cinematic of Link riding Epona and being chased by a guardian, it has a strange elegance to it that I can't really properly put my finger on. Why, yes, I too am in denial. Of course, one of the most notable cinematic reveals of all time is probably Smash Bros. Melee. And I hope you noticed those quotation marks there, because this one falls into a bit of a grey area. The reveal for this game was literally just its opening movie, so while yes, it was indeed a CG trailer for the most part, it wasn't really created with the purpose of being a trailer. And that, alongside the fact that there are in-engine clips spliced in every now and then, makes it somewhat debatable whether or not this was a good reveal trailer. But I mean, who the hell cares? Melee's opening is one of the greatest things God has ever allowed us to witness, so even if it's not technically a trailer, this was wholeheartedly justified. Now, when it comes to Smash reveals, for my money, I'll take Brawl's any day. But let's be honest, you could say that with any aspect of Melee. I take Brawl's competitive scene over Melee's any day. I'm enthralled by things that don't exist. The opening really sticks out to me. The 3 biggest Smash Bros. Characters and Mario running in their Melee models, and then upgrading to their Brawl models, which I actually prefer because I'm a fucking creep. Kirby, being the 5-hole balls he is, doesn't change, and he is fucking baffled by that fact. And then the main theme starts playing as we cut to gameplay, the reveal of final smashes, and newcomers such as Meta Knight, Pit, and... God, I fucking love Smash Bros. God, I fucking love Smash Bros! Now, am I biased towards this reveal, considering Brawl is my favorite pre-Ultimate Smash game and its main theme is the greatest thing to ever grace my ears? Absolutely I am. But that won't stop the Smash Ultimate E3 2018 reveal from being my absolute favorite trailer of all time. Because everyone has a favorite trailer of all time. Right? This thing knew the exact order to reveal the characters in. And just the fact that every single character in Smash history was revealed to be returning in this game was mind-blowing to me. And the music, good the music! I know I just said Brawl's theme was the greatest thing to ever grace my ears, but please keep in mind, I get really horny when I talk about Brawl, so you shouldn't take my opinion to heart. And also, the Smash Ultimate theme used in this trailer doesn't even appear in the actual game, so does it really count? Come on! This is by far the best rendition of this theme, and it only appeared in the reveal trailer. That fact has been bugging the shit out of me for the past 3 years, and I'm so glad I finally have an outlet to bitch about it. So Nintendo has some good trailers, we get it, but if you think they're incapable of making bad trailers, well, let me introduce you to... the horror! Hey Pikmin was revealed during a span of time where we were waiting for the next mainline Pikmin game, was revealed as a 2D platformer, also known as Not Pikmin, and went on to be the only Pikmin game released for way too long. This reveal was pretty stinky. Metroid Prime Federation Force was revealed during a span of time where we were waiting for the next mainline Metroid game, was revealed to be a spin-off so generic that it was revealed as Not Metroid, and went on to be the only Metroid game released for way too long. This reveal was also pretty stinky. Chibi Robo F***ass was revealed during a span of time where we were waiting for the next mainline Chibi Robo game, was revealed as a 2D platformer, also known as Horse Shit, and went on to be the only Chibi Robo game of the 2010s. Are you starting to see a pattern here? Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Everybody and their pet lizard wanted a traditional Animal Crossing game on the Wii U, and Nintendo said, a party game's good enough, right? Paper Mario Color Splash. This game was revealed not too long after the whole Sticker Star debacle. Many people weren't too pleased with that game, so when Color Splash was revealed to be a direct sequel to Sticker Star, retaining most of the things that made that game... not good. Yeah, this reveal didn't sit too well with people. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash just looked shit. So we've gone over the good, the bad, and the mediocre when it comes to video game reveals. But is there a winning formula that will guarantee a video game reveal will be good? That's hard to say.
Everybody sees trailers differently. For all I know, somebody could have looked at the trailer for Ziplash and said, "Oh man, this game looks great!" And trust me, I will find them. For me personally, in order for a trailer to win me over, it needs to have a few key things. The most important of which being fucking gameplay! I like the music to fit the tone of the trailer and game, whether that means it's epic and orchestral, atmospheric, or just plain goofy. I wouldn't be anxiously hovering over the Metroid Dread pre-order button if the trailer sounded like this. I like a trailer to be self-aware, not Outer Worlds 2 self-aware, but more like Super Mario Odyssey self-aware. I like to see that the developers are confident in what they have, and Mario Odyssey's reveal captures this perfectly. The main selling point of this game is not present in this trailer, because Nintendo knew that they could sell us on the game based purely on how effing cool it looked. The trailer showed the tried and true 3D Mario gameplay, but evolved in countless ways and taking place in the most gorgeous areas the series has ever seen. That alone got everybody frothing at the mouth for this game, and Nintendo knew this would be the case. And they also knew that the next trailer showing the capture ability would blow our fucking minds. The Outer Worlds 2 trailer is dumb. It basically says, "Whoa, this game is being revealed years before it's gonna come out. Woo! Laugh at me being a dumbass, dipshit." I get that this sort of fits the personality of this game, but I don't care. I still don't really like this trailer.
Now, a lot of the time, the reveal of a game is notable just because, hey, this game's coming out, you might as well burn your wallet now. But sometimes the reveal of a game is significant because of a boatload of context surrounding the reveal itself, and there is absolutely no way a reveal of that nature can be disappointing.
I have 3 examples for you. The first two... Death Stranding and Mighty Number 9 were both revealed after their lead producers left their respective companies. These were the first games these guys made after the split, so regardless of their reception, seeing these games revealed was a pretty big moment for fans. Mighty Number 9 was produced by Keiji Inafune after he split from Capcom. Inafune is most well known for the Mega Man series, and Mighty Number 9 was poised to be its spiritual successor, which naturally had a lot of people excited. And Death Stranding was made by Hideo Kojima after he split from Konami. Kojima is most well known for the Metal Gear series, but from what I can tell, Death Stranding seems to be something of a separate beast to Metal Gear. Both of these announcements were great to see. Just knowing that 2 of the greatest minds in the industry were continuing their development journeys by themselves. Now, of course, if we want to ignore 1/3 of the syllables in regardless, then good fuck these things stunk. Yeah, these games didn't turn out all too great, especially Mighty Number 9. Death Stranding, you could at least make the argument that, oh, this giant world is super impressive and the bare bones gameplay is symbolic. You'd pull a muscle from how far you were stretching with that, but it's at least a way to soften the criticism hurled at this thing. Mighty Number 9 just straight fucking blew. And the third and final example I have is Metroid Dread, revealed at E3 2021, and after 19 years with no new 2D Metroid games, 14 years without a Metroid in general, and a 2016 that had shit, this reveal was huge. People went nuts about this thing, and you can consider me one of those people. Yes! 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 But even outside of how long it had been since the last mainline game, Metroid Dread itself has been years in the making. In 2006, Nintendo started teasing a game called Metroid Dread for the Nintendo DS, and it was poised to be the end of the 2D Metroid story as we knew it so far. And later on in Metroid Prime 3, the Easter egg reading "The Metroid Project Dread is nearing completion" can be found. Oh man, this must mean it's coming soon, right? That was all we heard on the game, and fans spent years desperately awaiting the game's reveal. But by 2021, many had considered it a lost cause. Which is exactly why this reveal was so goddamn impactful. Never in my life did I expect the word Dread to bring so many people so much joy. This, right here, may be one of the greatest gaming reveals of all time. Because the Skyward Sword reveal was an absolute piece of shit, why would I ever say that was the best of all time?
The reveal of a video game, while not the most vital part of a build-up to a game's release, is incredibly important, and watching a great reveal trailer for a game is a magical experience. But a bad reveal does not mean a bad game, and a trailer in the middle of the build-up can absolutely change public opinion and make a game look absolutely great. I think Super Mario 3D World is the perfect example of something like that. But at the end of the day, first impressions do matter, and as such, the reveal of a product matters. And honestly, I really wish I didn't pre-order Air Rebound because the reveal trailer made it look so much better than it actually is. I mean, come on. This thing was not worth the hype, and also, it isn't even compatible with my lungs!
I should have just waited for reviews.